Hello, darling, and welcome to the season of I Believe. Pisces season 2025 coming through. When it comes to Pisces season, when it comes to Pisces energy in general, we're talking about all things beyond the veil, all things spirit world, all things mysticism, prophetic energy that we're dealing with here. Not only just mysticism, but reality and illusion, delusion, escape, and escapism. That Pisces Virgo axis has so much to do with service, being of service. And I feel like by way of tapping into your spirituality, what it is that you believe in, be it a higher power or just your higher self, you will be able to figure out what your particular brand of service is and how to provide that to the collective. And that will require some variation of sacrifice, a sacrifice of time, of socialization. But ultimately, Pisces season is the most complex season. It's the most complex sign because it's a culmination of all of the signs into one. And so as of February 18th, Pisces gets the sun, and you'll start to see a little bit of yourself in everyone and everything, because that Pisces compassion, their ability to understand, their ability to empathize is otherworldly. You know, they are the sign that encompasses that and embodies that agape, godlike love, and so lean into that. I would strongly suggest that. What's up? It's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the Pisces season 2025 astrology video. We're not doing tarot right now. This is just getting you the astrological transits and dates and aspects that are important for this season. So it'll be short. On February 23rd, thank God, Mars goes direct in Cancer. And I know I'm in Aries, so I'm ruled by Mars, and I just, dear sweet Lord, please extend us grace. The fire fucking resurfaces. All systems finally start to go. Granted, he's got to go through post retrograde shadow phase and catch up to those degrees where he originally retrograded at. But as soon as he goes direct, there's motion, there's movement, there's progress. We're moving forward. Finally. On why do I keep saying December? On February 27th to 27, y'all know how I feel about 27. That's my number. We have the new moon in Pisces. And I'll do a separate video, of course, but this is a really important new moon. This is, and I just saw 3:33 on the clock, that co-creation. This is an important new moon because this is the last new moon that we will have Neptune in Pisces. It's been there for 13 years. And there's going to be a bit of a planetary pileup there. The sun, the moon, Mercury, Neptune, Saturn, and the North Node are all there. Now, all of those aren't planets, but it is technically a stellium. The sun, Mercury, Neptune, and Saturn. Yeah, those are 4 solid planets. The moon is not a planet, it's a luminary, and the North Node is an asteroid. So it's giving end of an era, especially for Pisces, Capricorns, Leos. I'll even say Virgos and Geminis too. This is big end of an era energy. And I'll also say Aries as well, because Saturn and Neptune are getting ready to move into Aries. The sun will move there. Anyway, but not only is it a new moon, so this is a time of manifestation and planting seeds and new beginnings, but it's in Pisces, the sign of I believe, you know? And so this is a new moon on the 27th to like shoot your shot, get Delulu with your manifestations. Like, and full heartedly believe that you can have that shit. You can make that shit. You can attract that shit. You can receive that shit. Okay. On March 1st, Venus retrogrades in Aries. And I wrote, time to reevaluate yourself, love, how you relate to people. And for some of y'all, there may be a little mini identity crisis to deal with. But I think the big thing is like, who are you in love? Who are you in relationship? Not even just romantic relationship. Who are you in familial relationships? What's the role that you play in your friend group? Venus is the planet of love and art and money and beauty and symmetry, but Venus is attraction. Venus attracts in, right? And she attracts according to where she is in the sky. Excuse me. Hydrate, light it if you need it. And she's going to be in Aries, the sign of I am. And when a planet retrogrades, it's time to reevaluate all of those themes. So how do you interact with love? What is your relationship with money? Where is it on your priorities list? What's, your relationship to art, and how do you express yourself? But ultimately, Venus in Aries is like, yo, who are you? And what are you ready to do about it? Who you trying to be? And Venus is going to be attracting in interactions, people, places, experiences that show you who you are not any longer and who you are now. And so there could be lots of, I thought that I was this, but I'm realizing I'm not that. The people with Aries placements, especially in their big three, have already been dealing with that. And I'll do separate readings about the retrograde, about Venus retrograde specifically. On March 3rd, Mercury then goes into Aries, and your thoughts are and words are colored with self-orientation, which I think is actually very good for Venus retrograde in Aries. To have Mercury there, it's going to help you articulate a lot of what you're going through. It's going to help you like think more clearly. It's going to, I just feel like, yeah, help you articulate what it is that you're experiencing. I think that retrograde would be an epic time for journaling, an epic time for connecting to your closest friends and really having important, deep conversations. Mercury is the planet of the mind. And this is a time to get really self-oriented. Understanding that that's healthy. It's safe and healthy to put your oxygen mask on first. You know that, right? Okay, cool. Just checking. On March 14th, we have the full moon total lunar eclipse in Virgo. I'll do a separate video. But y'all know I love when the moon is in Virgo. So a lunar eclipse in Virgo, ooh, she's about to get our emotional bodies all the way together. I feel like where there's been so much emotional chaos, this full moon lunar eclipse is going to help you let go of some shit that's been weighing real heavily on you. I feel like has the opportunity to just finally come up to the surface and be released. So, but I'll do a separate video on that. And then lastly, we have on March 15th, Mercury will retrograde in Aries. And it's like, are you being your whole self? Are you editing a lot of yourself for somebody's dusty ass son or daughter? How are you showing up? Time to reevaluate your self-image. Don't cut the bangs. Some of you may be really wanting to change your aesthetic. change your styles, change the way that you show up in the world, the way that you present yourself. So where Venus retrograde in Aries, so we're going to have Venus and Mercury retrograde in Aries. I feel like while Mercury is direct in Aries, it's going to be really good. And then when Venus retrogrades as well, there's like an even deeper level to the introspection and to the self-awareness that wants to come in. So this push that we're making towards Aries energy, which is the start of a new cycle. This is the beginning of a new era with this beginning. Stay optimistic. The possibilities are endless. We don't know where the divine is taking us, and that's the best part about it. You know? And if you feel 1101, reset. That's reset energy, wishful reset. Like if you're feeling lost in the sauce with all the political shit that's going on, turn off the fucking television. Get off social media. Take a break. Reset your algorithm. Go like a bunch of cat videos. You know what I mean? That way your algorithm will start to show you cat videos versus what Elon is doing, you know? Like, give yourself a fucking break. Disconnect from that shit because they want you afraid. There are a lot of people that benefit from us being in a place of anxiety and being in a place of fear when it comes to our future versus you operating from a place of faith. We got through his last 4 years. We gon' be all right. We gon' be all right. I love you. You got this. I promise. Turn the TV off and tune into your soul. Just for science at this point, just try.